I really like it when we get new modalities that we can talk about, new interfaces that we can talk about for tasks that are truly AI native. So writing is one of those tasks. It's moved from I think about it in my brain, I do all the work in my brain, I write it down, which was our whole world until 2022, to now I work with AI, I partner with AI, but we don't have good modalities to support that. What I mean by that is the chatbot kind of sucks. Like, I have to sit there and type it in. And what I find is I'm not happy with just the output of the chatbot. And a lot of people will tell you on the internet, well, that's because the chatbot is bad and you have to edit it extensively and all of that. What I do is I actually have like 3 or 4 different AI sources running at the same time, and I'm mixing and matching them. There's a lot of copy pasting. So I go to Perplexity, I get a bunch of sources, I paste that into ChatGPT 4o, and I get something going with that. Then I ask O1 to think about it and look at it. Then I say, this doesn't feel like clean muscular prose. I need to one voice it. I bring it over to Claude Sonnet 3.5 to try and one voice. This is getting complicated, right? Like there's a lot of copy and pasting going back and forth. So I would love to have a world that was simpler. And what I've found is that Lex actually offers that. So Lex is a kind of little known tool, but it's entirely focused on text. It's like it's reinventing what Word is. And I got a sneak peek at a new feature they're bringing that really underlines how you can have a different UX modality when it comes to writing. So they are introducing context tags. Context tags are this idea that you can evoke an entire piece of context for your writing like a variable in code. So if you're just kind of going along and you're like, I want to write something with this, 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 and this, you can just tag in context tags and it imports all of that context into the document. And what I love about that is I have the option to essentially use a recipe to write an article now. I can say I want it in this style and I evoke a context tag I've built for that style. I want it with this research and I evoke a context tag I filled in for that research. I want it with this length and audience, and I evoke a context tag for that. I want it with this set of core insights that I developed. I have it all. I can just context tag it in, and then I can remix, reuse, adjust those context tags as I go. And it's super fast, especially if you're writing blog posts multiple times, if you're kind of in the same content stream and you're reusing those context tags, it just runs quick. And instead of me having to keep all of that in my head and repeat it or copy and paste prompts in, it just goes fast. And Lex lets you switch between models in the same flow. So I don't have to like copy and paste into Claude and into OpenAI, etc. It's just right there. I just switch the model and keep going. So I love it. I also love the little touches they bring. Like when they're editing, they actually show you red strikethroughs for deletions, green for additions. It's very easy to see how the model is working with the text. You can do contextual editing in pieces. I think context tags are coming out for everyone in the next week or so. I got a sneak peek. I love them. I'm going to put a link to an article I wrote using 5 or so different context tags just to show you what it looks like. It's on writing and how writing is changing because that's what this is about. I'll put that in the YouTube description. You can feel free to check it out. I would love to hear from you. What are other new kinds of modalities or interfaces that you have seen that feel truly AI native, that work with how our brains are now working now that we have artificial intelligence as a partner for these kinds of tasks? Like, to me, what Lex is doing feels a little bit analogous to what Cursor has been doing or Windsurf has been doing for coding, but they're doing it for writing. So I'm curious what you guys think, and I would love to hear more examples of interfaces like that. Cheers.